circle back to Jamaica. And His Excellency Colonel Richard Currie, and it's funny because it was pointed out that he recently acquired the moniker of His Excellency. He used to just be Colonel Richard Currie, but now he's added His Excellency to the title. And we know how His Excellency title are going at Jamaica nowadays. People not liking it. But I remember last year when the election was held, and he was nominated to be the leader of the Accompong tribe of the Maroons. And people were all excited about it, and him young, and him nice, and him cute, and him handsome, and him are going to do this for that, and him are going to do that for that. 1 year later, them have issues. So, His Excellency Colonel Richard Currie is rejecting claims that he's running Accompong like a dictator among growing tension over his leadership of the historic Maroon village in the hills of St. Elizabeth a mere 9 months after his election. So 9 months, that means that, I thought it was last year, so that means it was earlier this year, because we're in November. 9 months would have put him in January, February. Okay. So the accusations were made after a resident complained of being stabbed and gun-butted by one of Currie's security men as they shut down a party in the town last weekend, allegedly on orders from Currie. As a sidebar, I saw a video of when Currie went to an illegal dance that was being held in his parish or his town, and apparently he told the DJ to turn off the music, and somebody go tell the DJ say no turn off the music. Mr. Currie, His Excellency, went on the mic, and it was not normal with the talk while I talk, cause my man said him now put up with no illegal activity in our town. That video when him attack, him a say, him a tell you to shut off, and him have authority to tell you to shut off. So there's nobody there who can come tell you say no shut off. And everybody was, love when Mr. Currie speak, and love this and love that. And then the same hypocrites are the same one that when about Brogard, when Brogard are telling us how they can't keep dance after certain hours. But I digress. Let's continue. The man described his ordeal in a voice note sent to the Jamaica Observer, alleging that the men, after gun-butting him, threatened to kill him and accused him of violating the chief. He also said that he called the Magati police in St. Elizabeth the night of the incident to file a report, but cops hung up when he mentioned Currie's name. The man claimed that the following morning he traveled to the Black River police station to make a report, but was sent to the Magati police station. When the Observer sought to verify the man's claim that the head of the St. Elizabeth Police Superintendent Narda Sim, she refused to speak on the issue, saying, "I don't have time for this right now. I can't deal with this," before hanging up the phone. Nobody know what to talk out against Mr. Currie. The Observer also called back the Black River Police about the matter, but was referred to their counterparts in Magati. However, the phone at that station rang without an answer. Observer then went to CCU, which is the Corporate Communications Unit, who then checked with the Black River police station and was told that there was no report of the incident. The CCU also tried calling the Magati station but got no answer. As for response to the allegations, Currie told the Observer that he is investigating the incident at the party. An event was going on, and in an attempt to bring it to an end, there was an incident with a man of unsound mind, and that is as much as I have had so far. We're doing our investigations. I understand that a report was made to the police, and we've also spoken to police. Asked to respond to claims that he collects a fee even from outsiders for parties to be held in Accompong, and that he gives approval for the parties to run until daylight, while denying the same privileges to others who refuse to pay or are not supportive of his leadership. Currie said, in bringing things to order, we put in place a process to manage things happening in the space because it is not a free-for-all. Things don't go on here all night and as long as they want. That is not how it works. What I have done is put in a system that is no different than what you would have to do if you were keeping an event in the general space, Currie said. At the end of the day, the responsibility for cleaning up the town and doing all the necessary remedies to bring things back to their natural state relies on the chief. Where does that money come from? We don't collect tax. People don't like order and they don't like to feel like something is inhibiting them from doing what they would want to do without ramifications or repercussions, he said. This town is not a party town. This is a sacred space. We have our elders here who are quite vulnerable and a lot of them have aired their concern. I have been elected as leader to represent all. I have to know who coming in here and what they're coming here to do, and I have to give approval or denial, Currie stated firmly. However, people in the village say he's displaying authoritarian leadership. He is behaving like an ISIS leader. Strong words with his guys behind him. If anybody criticizes Colonel Currie, you are identified and intimidated. You feel uncomfortable, unwelcomed, and afraid of possible violent actions. Some people are saying that this is a mini Afghanistan by virtue of how these guys react when you criticize them. One resident told the Observer, but asked not to be named, claiming that he feared for his safety. His actions are unprecedented and deviate greatly from our normal way of life, customs, and discipline. It is totally new. People don't like to follow dictatorial instructions, whether it is in Russia, China, Venezuela, Sudan, or Nicaragua. Over the last 15 years, we've had multiple colonels and we've never had this frightening experience, the resident said. Another resident said Accompong made the wrong choice for leader. He's more like a dictator, an aggressive person. He is like the ruler who says you must. He's going back to the aggressive times of Captain Cujo and them time they did heartless and ruthless, said the resident, who initially didn't have a problem being identified but later asked for anonymity, claiming fear for personal safety. The Maroon also said the push to convince the world that Accompong had sovereignty should cease because of the government pay with teachers. We don't have a hospital. The parents and children are benefiting from the program of advancement through health and education, food for the poor houses, and every benefit. We don't have a police station or a jail. Maroon still voted the general elections for both parties. Now for the people them, they will behave bad are non-Maroon. Currie hook up with Maroon wannabes and are doing own thing, the resident says. So apparently the honeymoon phase with His Excellency Sir Richard Currie is over. The people them can't stand it anymore. Sharon said one dictator and that's Brogy. Sharon, I go watch if you leave Bro God alone, you know. Because right now, Mr. Currie are going with himself up in the same things them. Yeah, Mr. Currie are going with himself. But that was the last